Morning Sing, we're starting with May Your Life Be as a Song. And this is his guitar. And then Building Bridges.
Okay, so... Yeah.
Let me confirm that.
Since we don't have a... Yes, that is correct. 10:59.
And first verse, I'm just going to let Aaron and you guys do this the first time.
May Your Life Be as a Song.
Yep.
So...
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Do you want to do this one as a round, Gary? All right, friends, family, I love you, my loved ones.
Good
We're doing
morning.
2 rounds for our morning sings. That means that everyone gets to sing along, and then we're going to split them up and sing opposite each other, side by side. Everyone on this side of the building is going to sing with me, and we're going to start it off. And everyone on this side of the building is going to join Gary and follow. We'll start each song once in unison, and then we'll start splitting them up. So follow my cue. It's going to be a lot of fun. First one is in the blue book, number 1059. May Your Life Be as a Song, if you care.
You don't need to be in here, but someone needs to be in here with the camera. The iPad, yes, because you need to do it in real time so that there's no double delay for them. You need to do it in real time. And so when you're switching to the screen...
May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing with the light, and softly serenade the heart, ever dancing in the Next one is also in your blue books, 1023, Building Bridges. I hope most of you know this one by now. 1023, Building Bridges, same deal. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, and you reach out to me. With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, now you reach out to me. With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we will make such sweet. One more time. Building bridges between our divisions. I reach out to you, now you reach out to me. With all of our voices and all of our visions, friends, we could make such sweet harmony. Friends, we could make such sweet harmony. It was a great harmony at the end.
Now it's too much in the monitor. That's the problem. The monitor was off, but now
Yeah.
it's too high. It's too high.
We're too enthusiastic about music. I'm so sorry.
Down.
la última? ¿Listo?
Say what?
Are we doing gather? All right. Oh, let us gather.
Here we go, everybody.
At this river. Let us gather one by one. Let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one. Oh, let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one. Let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one. Oh, let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one. Let us gather at this river. Let us gather Thank you all.
Facebook and YouTube appear ready, so let's begin our service. If you wish to follow along, you can scan the QR code on the screen. Ta-da! Or go to riverofgrassuu.org, the homepage. Scroll down a bit and you'll find it somewhere down there. So now we'll begin with our prelude. Peter? Welcome. Welcome to the beloved community here at River of Grass Unitarian Universalist Congregation, both here in person and love streamed on YouTube. We celebrate all the ways to we find to gather our beloved community in body and in spirit as we go and grow and flow the riverway. I'm Peter Fox. My pronouns are he and his. Welcome one and all in person and on YouTube. You have to get used to that. In this congregation, it is our mission to nurture our spirits, love intentionally, and create a just and healthy planet. We share an enduring search for truth, meaning, and faith. We do not follow a rigid or unchanging dogma. Instead, we affirm a universal call to be agents of love and justice. We are a religiously liberal congregation that values the beauty and strength of diversity in every person within and without these four walls. Our worship theme for the month of September is Building Belonging. This morning service is brought to you by the members of the Membership Committee, of which I believe I am a proud member. We will focus on September's theme of building and belonging by considering the meaning and the joy of membership at River of Grass. We will widen our circle of community in real terms, too, as we are overjoyed this morning to welcome new members into our beloved community. Then we will consider how to live out our mission by widening our circle of community to those who share our Unitarian Universalist values and are in need of the love and belonging we share, but who don't yet know that we exist. So stay tuned, because at the end of our service, our membership committee will be issuing a challenge to each and every one of you. So, to all those who are here in this room, we welcome you. To all of you who are out there on YouTube, we welcome you as well. However you made your way among us this morning, we are so happy that you are here. Now, let us pause together to enter into this time with a moment of quiet and meditation, entering this sacred space of community, connecting again with one another, with the holy by any name, and the light of love within us all. Let us pause here in the headlong rush of our lives to breathe into our time together.
Our call to worship this morning was written by Reverend David Breeden. Welcome, friends, newcomers, old-timers, seekers, skeptics, saints of habit, and rebels of the heart. Here we gather, not because we think the same, but because we choose to journey together. Belonging is not something given. It is something we build with open hands and open hearts. It is made in the sharing of stories, the holding of silences, the courage to show up as who we are. Here we practice a radical hospitality, not of perfection, but of presence. May we make this place a shelter for the soul, a workshop for justice, a sanctuary where love is not merely spoken, but lived, deeply, again, in trust, in hope, and in the spirit of belonging. And now we'll sing our opening hymn, Draw the Circle Wide. Words are projected on the screen. Please join in spirit and rise as you are able to join in singing.
Xander, would you care to light the chalice for us?
I think we need more flame.
Oh. The flaming chalice is a symbol of our Unitarian Universalist tradition, a beacon of religious liberty shining through generations, now ours to hold high. As we light our chalice this morning, let us join our voices with these words from the Reverend Michelle Collins. Okay. Come in from the margins, come into our circle. Here we stretch wide a doorway of belonging. No need to polish your edges or hush your truth. We gather not in sameness, but here in shared seeking. Take a breath. Set down what you carry. You are welcome, wholly and widely in this place. In the light of love, let us renew our covenant as we say together, love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. El amor es el espíritu de esta congregación, y el servicio es el principal. Esta es nuestra gran promesa, vivir juntos en paz, buscar la verdad a través del amor y ayudarnos mutuamente. Okay. We've got a wisdom tale this morning, told by our Faith Development Director, Karen Gonzalez. The tale is called I Am We, written by Susan Verde, with art by Peter H. Reynolds.
I Am We, a book of community. I know it is important to take care of me, to focus on my own breath, my own needs, to be kind to my own mind. Sometimes I wonder, is that selfish? How does caring for myself help anyone else? But then I realize that the better I feel inside, the more I can be there for others. My friends, my family, my community, because I do not exist alone. I am part of something bigger than myself. And when we each take the goodness and self-compassion inside and turn it outward, that is how we make progress and change. How we build, create, learn, and show love. How we care for each other affects the world. I am more than me. I am we. When there are challenges and struggles, I can check on you, you can check on me. We can create a safety net so no one falls. When there is hurtfulness and inequity, we can stand up for each other. We can sit, gather, march, sing, vote stronger in numbers, louder in voices as we call for justice. When there are differences in thoughts and opinions, we can have a conversation, listening, disagreeing, and agreeing with gentleness, finding the right solution for all of us. When there is shyness and a feeling of not belonging, we can be the welcoming committee, interested and thoughtful, making sure there is a place for everyone. When there are problems to be solved with creativity, I can share my talents and you can share yours. We can combine our skills and ideas to dream up something spectacular. When there are good times, successes, and joy, we can celebrate, show our excitement and pride, and encourage each other to keep on rising. Connection is how I grow. Connection is how we grow. Connected is what we are, part of a worldwide community. Diverse and magnificent, kind and accepting, supportive and present, all of us important, none of us alone. I am not just me, I am we. And if we put our heads and our hearts together, if we keep on caring for ourselves and each other, everything is possible. And that's what we're talking about in the back today, too.
We love you and bless you and send you on your way. We love you and bless you today and every day.
We sustain and strengthen this beloved community and its work in our world through the gifts of our time, our skills, our love, and our money. Each Sunday, 50% of our undesignated offerings go to LifeNet for Families, a local humanitarian organization which provides meals, clothing, and support for those here in Broward County. Ushers, please come forward to receive the offering. You may also scan the QR code or on the screen or text the number to donate. You can also find several ways to give on the donate page of our website at riverofgrassuu.org.
Let this be a house of peace, of nature and humanity, of sorrow and elation. Let this be our house, a haven for the healing, an open room for question and our inspiration. Let this be a house of peace. Let this be a house of peace. Let this be a house of freedom, guardian of dignity and worth held deep inside us. Let this be our house, a platform for the free voice, with open rooms for question, here shall not divide us. Let this be a house of peace. Let this be a house of peace. Let this be a house of peace.
Beautiful. Thank you for these generous gifts of the heart. Our deepening hymn this morning is a hymn we have sung many times. It speaks of our deep learning to be one in greater understanding and in love, to show to all a new community.
We would be one as now we join in singing our hymn of love, to pledge ourselves anew to that high cause of grace.
We hold in our hearts those who are ill, those who are imprisoned, those who are detained and taken away from their families, those who are oppressed, those who are victims of war and violence. We celebrate with those who celebrate the Jewish New Year. We pray for strength and wisdom to do every day all that we can to bring healing and peace to this world. We lift these things, spoken and unspoken, written and unwritten, asking that our hearts be seen even as we ourselves become seers of hearts, that we may serve one another and those beyond our walls with love and thankfulness today and every day. Amen, amen, amen. Aho, ashe, namaste, blessed be, and so it is. From all that dwell below the skies, let songs of hope and faith arise. Let peace, goodwill on earth be sung through every land, by every tongue.
Good morning. This is a poem that I wrote about being a member here at River of Grass. Shine On, River of Grass, it's called. Today we welcome you, our new members, with hearts open wide into this river where love is our guide. With open arms, we celebrate each one of you today. As you join in our circle, we bless your way. Here, every voice matters. Each spirit belongs. We rise up for justice. We lift each other in song. For climate, for kindness, equality, to be free. This river of grass shapes the world we will see. Membership means more than a name on a page. It's courage and love for this challenging age. It's holding each other through sadness and cheer. It's being there for another in a world filled with fear. It's showing up fully, year after year. I once was also new, nervous about where to start, but the river embraced me and opened my heart. Here, our passions awaken, our gifts come alive. For me, it's membership and helping us thrive. I found my true place, and there's room here for you, at home at the river where love guides us through. Words of a big thank you we joyfully send to our president's guidance, to Leanna, our friend, to our choir, musicians, and leaders who give, to Karen, our board and committees that live, justice seekers, tech helpers, covenant groups too, to all in our volunteer village, our deepest thanks to you. So together, we'll journey, together grow strong. Together we'll work to right every wrong. With gratitude shining and hope ever bright, welcome to the River of Grass family. Your spirit is our light.
And now if you would be a little patient with us, we need to move a table up here so we can have our new member celebration. help is needed. Thank you, as always. Thank you, Pam, for that beautiful poem. I had no idea. That's the beautiful thing about River of Grass. We keep learning more and more about each other, no matter how long we've been together. So that was beautiful. This morning, we celebrate with exuberant joy those who have found a new home with us in this beloved community. This place where we bring our deepest dreams to life. This place where we can laugh and cry and sing and play and pray together as we grow in wisdom and in faith. And I would just note, this is the first time in our 26-year history that two people who are joining also served as our ushers this morning. I love it. For those who don't know, my name is Leanna Bresnahan. I'm president of the Board of Trustees, and I also still serve as the membership chair because I love it so much. And I'm joined this morning by two members of our membership committee, Ellie Keene and three, and Peter Fox. Sorry, Peter. Peter, Pam, and Ellie. So let us begin.
Our new member Sundays are so very special as we joyfully welcome those who have committed to become members of our congregation. As I read your names, please come forward, sign the membership book where Ellie is standing, and be welcomed and remain with us up in the front.
Don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere. In your active membership, we charge you to join with this beloved community at River of Grass in the work of love, justice, peace, and care for our planet. We expect you to stir us with your conscience and challenge us to live this faith we all claim. We invite you to lift us with your gladness and trust us with your sadness.
On behalf of this congregation, we welcome you all into our midst and join our journey of transformation with yours.
And now will the members of River of Grass Unitarian Universalist Congregation please rise in body or in spirit to welcome our new members by reading the congregational welcoming pledge projected on the screen. For those on YouTube, you should be able to see it on your screen as well. Welcome to this sacred community. May our ministry together be of gladness and service, courage, comfort, and hope. May we bless you even as we are blessed by you. Amen. May it be so. Members, new members, and friends, please join us in this responsive reading, a recitation that we hope will serve to bind us all to one another. Your part is in the indented second line in bold and white font. Okay. Together we celebrate the gift of belonging.
We belong to the circle of justice.
We welcome new members into our congregation.
Their presence strengthens our spirit and enlightens our embrace.
To belong is to be seen, valued, and cherished. This community is not complete without each of us.
Together we shape a circle of community.
Together. Welcome to River of Grass. And now as we conclude this moving ceremony, let us sing together. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? It's coming, that's okay, no hurry.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone
Thank you so much, musicians. So beautiful. What a joyous thing it is every time we open our membership book and invite people who have found their spiritual home at River of Grass to become members. Thank you to all who joined today for honoring us by freely choosing to become part of this beloved community. I know we will enrich each other's lives beyond measure. An older version of our new members celebration used to include these words. In the quote, in the words of Unitarian Universalist writer Gila Jones, she said, "What is a congregation? It is not the building, it is not the minister, except that we have called her to inspire and guide our spiritual lives. It is not even the beautiful music, except for the joy of together making sounds lovelier than any of us could make alone. This congregation is the people. Without you and me, it would not exist. We are this congregation. Without us, it is nothing. But with us, it can be anything." So in January, when Rev Amy told us that she would retire in June, these words came back to my mind. In my shock, and yes, grief, it was hard to conceive of River of Grass without Rev Amy, our very much loved minister of 13 years. But I remembered those words, and I remembered too that Rev Amy always called River of Grass a miracle. I believed her then, and I believe her even more now. So now, almost 4 months since she was last in our pulpit, I am absolutely astounded and overjoyed at how this congregation has banded together to create River of Grass anew, every week, in fact, every single day. Rev Amy also said that with this change, she knew a new energy would be unleashed as we figured out together how to keep on moving forward. Prophetic words indeed. This is a dynamic time to be at River of Grass. I think most of us know in our bones that the world needs Unitarian Universalism now more than ever, as an antidote to the bigotry and hatred that is ever more present in our society, as a refuge from the ugliness unleashed in our country, especially for those members of vulnerable populations who are now being targeted with such inhumanity and cruelty. This is indeed a dynamic and even exciting time at River of Grass, despite everything going on all around us, because it is also only up to us right now. There's exhilaration in that. There's also absolute terror. It is up to us, and we know that we must be strong and resilient. And what is it that makes us strong and resilient? I believe it is the strength and depth of our connections to one another. So how can we remain resilient over the long term, and how can we deepen our connections to one another? Here are some of my thoughts. First of all, involved members are connected members. So I urge everyone to find your spot, and if you are not already, get involved. River of Grass has so many opportunities and, frankly, so many needs. We have dedicated volunteers, but we need more to lessen the burden. It's actually fun to work together, that's the secret. And you build connections that way almost without noticing it. It's just not committee work either. We have amazing covenant groups, affinity groups, we have a social justice group, and a spiritual art group, and a great choir, and I'm forgetting so many others. All of these groups and committees foster relationships and connections. So find your spot or spots and get involved. That's advice number 1. Number 2, continue striving to keep our covenant of right relations at the center. You know, our visitors often comment that they feel love at River of Grass the minute they walk in for the first time. It is palpable. My dear friends, it is palpable. That is because I believe we take treating each other well very seriously, and we are committed to living in right relationship with each other and doing what we have to do to get back in right relationships when we fall short. The important thing is to maintain our commitment to love and respect for each and every person, always. Third, we have to take care of ourselves. It's so important to monitor our own feelings and health and be ready to make adjustments when we feel ourselves becoming overcommitted or burned out or exhausted. Yes, I'm looking at you, Rita. No, I'm kidding. I'm looking at so many people in this room right now. Please remember these words. It is always okay to say no to any invitation or any request that comes your way, if that is the right answer for you and your own health. No is always respected and honored with zero guilt, ever. Fourth, along those same lines, let's look out for each other too. Let's call that friend or member that we haven't seen for a while to check how they are and if they need care, to invite them back. Let them know they are missed. Let's talk to our friends too if we see they are growing frustrated or extremely weary, if they are overcommitting at River of Grass. Sometimes a loving friend's concerned question is the very thing that might make any of us realize we may need to make an adjustment. We may need to step back from one task or another. And then finally, let's remember to have fun together too. If love is resistance in our society as it is today, so most definitely is joy. And there are so many ways to have fun together at River of Grass. I'll end by saying River of Grass is full of the most amazing people I have ever known. Amazing to me means the most loving, kind, thoughtful, emotionally mature, caring, compassionate, sincere people imaginable. If we care for ourselves and each other, if we keep love at the center, align ourselves with our values and our covenant of right relations, if we do the work together and take the time to play together, if we keep on working on spreading UU values in the world, if we embrace new members with open hearts, our connections will continue to deepen and we will widen our circle of community. And I believe by doing all of this, we will be doing our part to move this world toward the world we dream of. More love, more justice, more peace. Amen. May it be so.
Good morning. I'm Ellie Keene. I'm on the membership committee, hospitality, in the choir, and auction. And I'll love help in any one of them.
Find your spot,
I have a question and a challenge for you today. If someone were to ask you, what is Unitarian Universalist and why is River of Grass so special? What would you answer? Think about it. We heard today about the meaning of membership. We welcome new members. We learned about the deepening of our connections to one another. Now, I'm going to talk about a challenge. I had the opportunity in the last couple months to talk to a few different individuals in different settings about being a Unitarian Universalist at the River of Grass and who we are. If someone tells me they are Catholic, Jewish, Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, Mormon, Protestant, Lutheran, I have a clue of what their religion is. But to say, I am a Unitarian Universalist, most people have no clue of what that means, but we all do. At first, I was caught off guard in what to say, surprisingly. My elevator speech that I made a few years ago uses our old principles, so that is not going to work. I am still learning our new values. Yes, I know it's jet pig. If I said that to someone, that is what we believe, I think they would look at me cross-eyed and run the other way. After the first encounter, I did some soul searching. What is so unique about being a Unitarian Universalist and belonging to River of Grass? Sure, we're based on love. But aren't most religions based on love? So, how is it I'd answer this question? I say, Unitarian Universalism is based on 6 basic values that are centered around love. We do not have a dogma or a holy book that we must follow. Our values go back hundreds of years and have transformed over time, adapting to the changing world around us. We are welcoming religion. We do not judge people. We accept anyone for whom they are and allow everyone to spiritually flourish with dignity, love, and compassion. For instance, if you were brought up in a different religion, there are usually some aspects that you like and others you do not. As a Unitarian Universalist, you keep what you are comfortable with and develop your own spiritual beliefs based on our values. I would love to invite, you missed something here. Okay, nope, she didn't. I end up saying, I would love to invite you to one of our Sunday services. We meet at 10:15, and we are located on the south side of 84 between Flamingo and Nob Hill. Here is our QR code to learn more about the River of Grass. Now, here is the challenge for everyone here in this room. This is an interactive part of the service, and this is to practice at being out in the world, telling people about the amazing River of Grass. Please give it 30 seconds of thought, then turn to your neighbor and tell them one thing you find special about being a member of River of Grass. I mean, only one thing. So, this is practice, you guys. So, turn to someone next to you, look at them, and tell them something they find unique about being a member or being a UU. My answer. No. So my answer is community and belonging. That's 2 words. Well, I hyphenated it. I'm dyslexic. I can do lots of stuff. And I am dyslexic. So here is the second part of the challenge. We have made these outreach cards with the information from the River of Grass. And some of us might need a magnifying glass to read them. This is our first draft, and we figured out some things that don't quite work. But the most important thing on this card is it is in English and Espanol.
Muy bien.
But the key thing is, down here in the corner, there's a QR code. And even if it is tiny, it works. Oh, I've seen people going, yeah, it works. So you can tell someone that you don't know, So we as the membership committee are challenging everyone in this room, individually, not as pairs, to approach 2 people in the next week, share with them something about the River of Grass and Unitarian Universalism. Invite them to come to River of Grass next week. I dare you to expand your horizon. These people can be a neighbor you have not seen in a while, someone you are sitting next to in an office waiting room, staff members, co-workers, young workers at your favorite coffee shop or a social event. Places where we are needed to be known about. We are all proud of who we are and what we offer to this community. Remember, many people are hurting in this world. People who are searching for community and don't even know what Unitarian Universalism exists or that the River of Grass exists. I have heard from many new people, I never heard of here, I love it here, this is my home, I want to be here. I can't believe I didn't know about it. It is our mission, your challenge, to try and share that. Remember that so many people today are lonely and disconnected, are afraid of what is happening around them in our community and in our world. Some have been shamed and made to feel bad about who they are. Remember, the loving acceptance that they will find here if they even learn about us. When you bring a new person or people to the River of Grass, the greeter team will be welcoming them with open hearts, as we welcome all of you when you arrive today, and we do every week. They'll welcome them, get to know them, invite them to coffee, then ask them about themselves, tell them about coming up. These are what you guys are going to be doing after they are greeted, after they're sitting, usually after the service, maybe a little bit before the service. Ask them what they liked about the service. And that is exactly how we will build our beloved community and widen the circle. Remember, membership is all of us. I invite you to take at least 2 cards, if not more. We'll have them by the door. And take the challenge.
Our closing song this morning is Lean on Me, number 1021 in the Teal hymnal. Words on the screen. Please rise in body or in spirit to sing along.
Feel the
So first of all, I want to take personal responsibility for those cards. First attempt, I know nobody can read them, but the QR code does work. Next attempt will be larger font, less information, so. Absolutely, you can take 3, 4, 5. They're going out of business.
We can, we,
If you have two of them, do they get bigger like these?
I wish it worked that way.
we can hand out River of Grass reading glasses.
There we go. I love this creativity.
And for what it's worth, I held the QR code up to my head.
And did it work? If anybody doesn't know how to use a QR code, please get with me afterwards. That's one thing I do understand. Okay. Don't know how it works, but I do know how to use it. Our closing words this morning were written by Reverend Scott Taylor. Having received sanctuary for our heavy hearts, may we make shelter for those feeling alone. Having been renewed in spirit, may we remind others why hope is always worth the risk. Having returned to the truth of our interconnection, may we remember that injustice affected on one is injustice afflicted. Sorry, the word is afflicted. Afflicted on one is injustice afflicted on all of us. And having received the blessing of belonging, may we work to widen the circles that have kept others out for far too long. As we extinguish our chalice, we offer these thoughts written by Reverend Michelle Collins, very lightly adapted. Peter, would you like to read while I extinguish?
As we extinguish this chalice and leave this sacred hour, may the welcome we received become the welcome we extend. Let us meet the world with open hearts, open hands, and the audacity to build spaces where every soul feels at home. Announcements. At River of Grass, we know that Sunday is only the first day of a week filled with opportunities to live our Unitarian Universalist faith in a world starved for the kind of love we know. You can find those opportunities in our weekly email, our Facebook page, and our website at riverofgrassuu.org. And here are some ways to fulfill our mission and vision in the coming days. Karen Gonzalez is continuing her discussion of this year's common read, Social Change Now, a guide for reflection and connection, at noon today in the office. 25 minutes. You've got plenty of time for snacks and all after. Cake! Let them eat cake, folks. Yes, cake. Great celebration. Our justice seekers continue to witness at the shutdown Alligator Alcatraz vigil. This afternoon, several of us will be carpooling down to Homestead to take part in the weekly interfaith prayer vigil from 5 to 7, led by Betty Osceola of the Miccosukee tribe. We'll leave A9 at 3:15. See Andy Bunce if you're interested in joining us, or email secretary@riverofgrassuu.org. 3, No Kings is back. Justice seekers, right? We're up there. Yes. No Kings too. Justice seekers will witness for no thrones, no crowns, no authoritarianism on Saturday, October 18th, 10 a.m. to noon at Young Circle in Hollywood. Carpooling will be leaving here at 9. Our Sunday morning worship is now live streaming on YouTube. No more Zoom, folks. Live streaming on YouTube. You can find the link in the newsletter and on our website. 5, the scary season is coming. Please see Karen to help build our big community event. Also, Aaron Stang is making a spooktacular video for the event, so send a photo of yourself in your scariest spooky costume to astang22@aol.com. That's astang, A-S-T-A-N-G 22 at aol.com. And let's see, there's more. Karen is planning a monthly potluck here every second Saturday.
Second Friday.
It says Saturday. Second Friday. Okay, every second Friday. Join us to eat together, play card games, and experience good fellowship. See Karen or Faith Development at riverofgrassuu.org. Wait, there's more. Let's walk together for mental health and join Linda Lathram and Team Tsunami for NAMI walks on Saturday, October 4th. That's next Saturday at 8 a.m. We will meet at Alan Giesi's North Star Financial Partners tent in front of the Alan Sherman Library at Nova Southeastern University. To register and support NAMI, see Linda, or email justiceseekers@riverofgrassuu.org. And anyone, that means anyone, can come and help paint 2 new Love at the Center banners next Saturday, October 4th at 2 p.m., right here. For information, contact spiritualart@riverofgrassuu.org. So, finally, in these changing and difficult times, let us be all the more vigilant to hold before us a vision of the world transformed and dare to transform ourselves to make it so. Until we meet again, shine on!
We all have sorrow, if we are one, we know that there's always tomorrow. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on the brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If you need a friend, I'll be there. Just call on me. Give me some coffee. Let's go eat some cake.
All right. Remember, to those of you on YouTube, thank you for joining us. We hope you join us again next week. For everyone here, please stay and enjoy coffee, refreshments, get to know one another a little better. Remember, we're celebrating new membership, new member cake. You can have your cake and eat it.